The Spain discussions between US and Chinese officials have paved the way for the first call since June between President Donald Trump and Xi Jinping on Friday. In fact, among the many issues up for discussion during this week's call, including TikTok, Boeing planes, rare earth magnets, and Taiwan. In our next report, we are decoding the US and China relationship under Trump's second term in office. Take a look.
U.S. Trade Rep Jamieson Greer and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent met with Chinese officials in Madrid on Monday to come up with a framework deal for ByteDance's TikTok app to continue in America. Now that helped to keep things on track for the top-level engagement between Trump and Xi over a phone call on Friday. The call also paves the way for the leaders set to speak in a potential in-person summit on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation meeting in South Korea at the end of October. Now, after months of trade truce extensions and lower-level talks, the real question is, what's at stake? Trump and Xi call on Friday goes beyond just the rhetoric of a trade deal. The nuances in the relationship of the world's two largest economies weigh more broadly on the entire globe. The two countries have engaged in a back and forth. Now, Beijing launched new investigations into American-made chips this week in response to Washington's crackdown on advanced chip exports to China.
President Xi would like me to come to China.
While still, Trump maintains his admiration for Xi as a strong leader. He has mimicked Xi's move as the U.S. seeks to acquire stakes in tech giants like Intel and Nvidia.
I may or may not be negotiating TikTok right now.
Trump has backed off on banning TikTok, spoken more favorably about enrolling Chinese students at American colleges. He also spared secondary sanctions on China for its Russian oil purchases while hitting India. Those moves were in an effort to negotiate a massive trade deal with Xi. Trump is set to discuss the TikTok framework deal with Xi. The plan is for TikTok's U.S. operations to be acquired by a consortium of U.S. firms. The U.S. consortium includes Oracle, Andreessen Horowitz, and private equity firm like Silver Lake Management. If finalized, the deal will resolve a sticking point in Beijing and Washington's relations. Trump has also made securing the supply of rare earth magnets his top priority. These magnets are essential to American manufacturing and have become a negotiation chip for China. China could look to satisfy Trump's need for a big win with a series of pledges to purchase more American exports. A Chinese order for hundreds of Boeing planes is expected to be a centerpiece of any deal. Soybeans are a frequent target and highly exposed to U.S.-China trade talks. If China were to reduce its purchases from Brazil and increase its purchases from the U.S., it would help Trump's aim to appease American farmers and increase Chinese imports. From the U.S. side, one potential bargaining chip is more measures to help Chinese students in the U.S. That could help ease strains, especially amid a broader U.S. crackdown on immigration. Taiwan remains a major source of friction in the U.S.-China relationship. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi reiterated to the U.S. last week that it should exercise caution over Taiwan. China could seek a reduction in U.S. arms sales or military trainers to Taiwan. Separately, the Trump administration has also asked China to crack down on organizations that help fentanyl and related drug exports and finance. The accusation of aiding the drug trade has made this a very delicate topic for Chinese officials. Well, broadly, expectations are for some low-hanging fruit offers from both sides, even as Trump has called for a big trade deal. This is Bureau Report. WION World is One.